In this video, I'm going to help you understand how to approach women after a long, busy day at the office. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, consider subscribing, hit the bell notification button. Otherwise, you're not going to get notified when you upload new content. So first thing, I want you to look in the description right now. You will find a link to my WhatsApp group where you can find more tips. You can ask more questions. My team is over there and they will guide you through the process in case you want to book a 30-minute call and come up with a personalized plan in order to take action into your life. However, with that being said, the very first thing you want to ask yourself when you go outside the office and you had a long busy day, maybe your boss was like an idiot, or maybe you are the boss, you're the CEO, and it's a lot of stress, you got a lot of thoughts, you're thinking too much, you're way too much in your head because you're accessing your rational mind, which is your conscious mind, 5 or 10% power depending on the book you're reading. And this is what makes you experience the very first thing you want to think about, the agitation. So when you want to approach women, you gotta be relaxed. The more agitated you are, the more it shows that you're shy, you don't have experience, something is bothering you, and women will know one thing, that you're not emotionally stable when you do this. Because of the agitation, you will enter that role of a beta guy, a beta chode, and what I mean by that is you're simply looking for approval, you want some validation, you're looking desperate, needy as fuck, and of course, women will sense that straight away. And what's actually funny, that even guys that are really self-secure, only because they are agitated, only because of that, they will look like they're very needy. Okay, so we gotta understand how to overcome this agitation. The very first exercise I have for you, and this is one thing I want you to do, I want you to breathe, inhale for 6 seconds and exhale for 6 seconds. When you do this, I want you to focus on listening the way you're breathing. Now, in case you didn't know this is the special power we people have. Okay, if you watch Avengers, which is my favorite show, my favorite movie, you will see over there that you have superheroes that have a special power. The power we have is this, being present to the moment. When you inhale the fresh air and you're listening to it, focusing on it, you cannot think. This is a way of escaping your mind. This is the reality. You're not escaping it, you're shutting it down. For the very first time in your life, you're saying, I'm gonna lead my own mind because I'm the one taking decisions in my goddamn life, and I'm not gonna be controlled by some stupid things that I have, stupid misinterpretations, or like somebody's holding the wheel. It's time for you to hold the wheel to your mind, to your body, and eventually to your life. So because you want to take action in whatever thing you want to do, always remember that your mind, if you don't guide it, she will guide herself. This is a rule in seduction and self-development. So let's imagine you want to approach women on the street. 6 o'clock, come out of office, and you're over there, you want to approach women, but you have all these thoughts, and then you go to a girl and you're like, hey, excuse me, but in your mind is like, oh, what would I say? I hope she likes me, yada 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 yada. I had a shitty day at the office, I hope she doesn't see that. No, man, shut down your mind. Listen to the way you're breathing. And as you do this, notice the fact that you cannot think. You can't do these two things together. You can only do one thing at a time. And imagine this. Imagine you're having an event, a public speaking event. And now you're literally 2 feet away from the stage. You're coming up on the stage. What is happening? Your mind is exploding. What if I'm gonna trip? What if I'm gonna fall? What if they're gonna see that I don't have a lot of information? What if they're gonna think the seminar is shit? What if all these fucking things is gonna happen? And then you're like, chill the fuck down. And then you go on the stage, you do your shit, and then you're constantly and you've shut down your mind. There is no inner feelings of fucking fear and stupid imagination, and your fucking mind is all over the place because now you're saying no. I am the one dictating the fucking direction of my own mind, and now I'm saying I want to focus on this. Another way to do this is you tell yourself, name 5 red objects in this room right now. Now, before you say this, your mind was all over the place. Oh, I got shopping to do, I gotta put some gas in my car, I gotta catch the airplane and blah blah blah, gotta catch a flight. And now you're like, no, stop that shit. 5 things that are red in this room. Bang, 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5. You can easily tell yourself on the field when you want to approach women. Now you can tell yourself, find 3 blondes that are 5 feet 10, dressed elegant, and that have a look on their face and they seem like cocky as shit. Because that's something that you want to do. You're giving yourself a challenge, but for the very first time in your life, you're deciding like what your mind sees, what your eyes see. And now you're actually focusing on that kind of stuff. And as soon as something comes up, like like fear and stuff like that, you shut down your mind once again. Or there is another option. You allow yourself to experience the fear, because fear in the end, self-doubt and whatever emotion you're feeling is something that is going to pass. Emotion wants to pass, wants to go away, but you're the only one blocking it by the interpretation of a possible event that is still in the subconscious mind, which is the body. 90% power of that fear is ruling your body and overall your mind. So that's another different talk. If you want to go deep in your subconscious, we do that, online coaching, private coaching as well in person, but that's a different topic. This is one important thing I don't want to rush about in this video. Is there any fear or self-doubt? What exactly are your thoughts? When is the last time you stood by yourself in a chair, the way I am right now, for like 2 minutes in silence, and what did you experience? What comes up? And these are the things that your mind will go on a fucking negative loop and just rumble, talk by herself. But this time, actually allow yourself to verbalize what you're thinking, and don't feel ashamed by the things that are gonna come up. The reason why 99% of the people in this world are so down and they have a life that they hate is because they tell themselves a lot of shit and they do not ever verbalize it, and they don't allow to feel it in order to release it. They don't look for the source. What exactly did they feel like that in the past in order to accept it, in order to forgive themselves or the person, you know, that misleaded them? They don't do these kind of things, and then they go away in their life and they fuck it up once again and once again and once again. And guess what? You might be one person that is doing that as well. So you gotta identify whatever is running you deep down inside, because if you do not solve that thing, you're not gonna see a change in your life. And the problem with that as well is there are a lot of psychologists, therapists, NLPists, hypnotherapists and stuff like that, that they do have experience, but they're not the best. And the reason I'm saying this is because we have a lot of customers that went to such people. They got some help, but they didn't get the help. They didn't cure that stuff, you know? And I can agree with you that it's, you know, like 50% part of therapy, 50% you gotta solve it yourself. But I do feel like you need a person that can actually go deeper, that knows what he's doing, and you can actually cure yourself of whatever you gotta cure yourself. Because at the end of the day, things can be blunt as well, you know? Like we can identify you got a fear of rejection because once in your school time, somebody rejected you in that way. Now you have fear of judgment as well because you were shamed in public. And now you know that's the fucking event that you gotta go into your meditation every single time and analyze it and change the interpretation, because that's what you're doing. You're seeing things from a different point of view. And at the end of like a week of meditation and a week of therapy, you should be all over it. You should be over it. And now when you go outside, you want to take action. Yeah, maybe there is a fragrance of like 5%, but it's not compulsive. It's not like you're still not taking action because this comes up. No, this comes up. I know the source. I know what it is, and I cured it. So now it's like, yeah, I do feel afraid, but I'm gonna take action. It's not running me anymore. So these are things you gotta think about. Of course, the final step of this video is that I wanna tell you there are a lot of things you can actually do when it comes to approaching women. The number one thing you wanna think about is what is the reason you're not doing this right now? Mostly the men we're working with, they experience like self-doubt, you know, depression, all sorts of doubts or reasons to not approach women, like fear, like procrastination, steadiness. I cannot take action. I can't move because I'm freezing. I'm so afraid. I'm super scared, like I'm sweating like a pig. I don't know what to talk to her. So these are the common issues we have in this generation, and we can easily help you with that. It's just a matter of getting some good information, getting some good exercises on your tonality, body language, what to talk to a woman, why do you talk that stuff. How to become spontaneous is a keyword for you, by the way, because you want to become spontaneous. The strategy when talking to women is that you gotta talk blah 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 blah. Things don't have to make sense. Between us guys, we are in the rational mind. We're always doing mathematical equations and calculations and fucking stuff like that. But women are all about emotions. How do I feel when this guy is talking to me? I don't give a shit about what he's talking. The only question I have, how the fuck do I feel when he's looking at me like this? So if you're a guy coming from a fucking background, like all day at the office, my secretary spilled my fucking coffee all over me, and you know, like my wages are shit, or you know, I didn't pay my employees or whatever the fuck it is. So when you go like that with that attitude, like aggressiveness, reactiveness, like you're hating your life and stuff like that. When you go to a woman, it's like, hey, excuse me, like she's looking at you, she's like, Jesus Christ, what is this guy? He's fucking depressed, agitated. He's in his mind, you know? So it's about the way I feel when you talk to me, the way you behave with me. Are you reactive? Is your ego big? Why? Who the hell hurt you? What happened to you, you know? So these are the things that women think about. So the problem with ego, this is what I want to address now, is ego is incredibly good at hiding. It is so good at hiding and so good at as a coping mechanism that you cannot even see him. But women and other people around you will see it. So that's why you become very reactive when somebody says something nasty about you or something you don't agree. It's because usually what you don't agree is that the thing you're already feeling it. So the reason why you become reactive is because somebody saw that over your surface, you know? So it's hard to explain, but the ego will always be kind of invisible. It's hard for you to recognize it. But when you see people pointing to the same thing regarding your persona, your identity, then definitely there might be something real about that. Because nowadays in this spiritual world, a lot of people talk about projections and we judge and we project stuff onto the other people. That's true, but it's not a projection anymore when a lot of people identify that regarding you. If you approach women and let's just say 4 out of 10, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, so are you usually like this angry when you talk to people? Now this is a thing you might say, oh, this is a projection. Not really, because 4 women in the same day out of 10 saw this on you. So this is definitely something you want to investigate. Or you have a lot of girls when you approach them and they're like, yeah, you know, I have a boyfriend. So this is obviously an excuse. Yeah, 1 woman out of 3 or 4 might have a boyfriend, but if you get this very often, then it's definitely a problem over there. So you got to think about it. Now, this is what I want you to understand. We don't only do dating over here. So if it's something we are very proud of regarding other dating channels around there, is that we offer NLP as well, neuro-linguistic programming, and we also offer hypnosis. Yeah, I'm a hypnotherapist as well, and we also have 15 years of experience, and we are loaded with experiments and stuff that you can actually give a try as well. And that's the thing we are most proud of, because we take you to a lot of processes and we make sure that you get results. And guess what the beautiful part is? Most of our clients, in around 30 minutes to 1 hour tops, they get fully healed inside. Inner game is on point, and most of our customers, by the second day, they already have dates, instant dates. Because I only have a purpose when I go meet a woman, and my purpose is to get laid, because I want to get to know her better. So for me, is we gotta have sex, we gotta connect even deeper, or at least I want to have an instant date. But I will never be satisfied with just give me a phone number and what do I do with a phone number? I want to have an instant date. If I do not have any options because she's like so fucking hurry and stuff like that, then yes, then I will go indeed for the phone number or for an Instagram profile. But my intent is to get laid. My intent is to go for a coffee. So my intent will always be that instant date where I get to connect with her. And because I know the logistics, dating and seduction and all of these techniques, yes, I can do a lot of stuff over there. Like I can tease her, I can be playful, I can provoke her, I can improvise with the buyer-seller dynamic. I can take it to the next level in literally 2 minutes. Because by the way, you probably heard about verbally escalation and physically escalation with women. Well, that should happen in around 2 minutes. I see a lot of guys on the field, like 15 to 30 minutes, the date is like the interaction is not leading to anything, which is a huge problem. We see lack of intent, we see self-doubt, we see no courage whatsoever. We don't see guys, we see kids on the field, and there's not a problem. We can coach you with that. The problem is when we have kids on the field and they have a huge ego and they are so proud of being little babies on the field over there when talking to women. So if this piqued your interest, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, helps us a lot. Also have a look in the description below. You can actually book a call with my team. They will hook you up and understand how can they help you. And then we can see each other in person. In our boot camps, we do Euro trips as well. We coach people all over the world. And by the way, if you can't reach us in person, you can also do online coaching. But in order to do this, we gotta understand more about you. And by the way, I want to mention the fact that I don't really work with everyone. Okay, I'm very, very selective when it comes to my clients, because I don't like to waste my time. I fucking hate wasting my time. I want to work with someone that is serious, someone that is gonna take action as soon as he has no reason not to take it. I want someone that when I talk to him, he's present. He's looking me in the eye and he's like, can you please help me, because I can fucking do it. But if I'm talking to someone and they're like, oh, or on the phone, I don't want to see that shit. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.